But we do have a flood advisory that was just issued for Sebastian and Fellsmere because of the heavy rainfall threat. We've seen about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall here within the past hour. Any additional rainfall on top of that could lead to additional flooding concerns, especially in low-lying areas. So 80% chance of favorable conditions.
We like that. That sounds good.
The 20% though is the cloud cover in the area and the strong east wind flow that we have at the surface. An east wind between 15 to 20 knots. But of course, the cloud cover, the main concern associated with this, because anytime you have clouds, you have the chance for rain, which is not the best thing for the rocket itself. Now, we have the strong east wind flow, so that should help to push some of our cloud cover inland and potentially towards the west coast, but it's something to keep an eye on as we get closer to countdown. And if it continues that motion and it holds together, Okeechobee County, we likely see the strong storm approach your area within the next hour. So a heads up to you, the entire Treasure Coast 2 is first under the severe weather threat for today. And then approach the area possibly as a subtropical depression or storm. Regardless of development, we will see local impacts here as that low pressure area gets closer. Coastal impacts, including gusty winds and the potential for heavy rainfall. But as we look ahead here over the next couple of days, it'll be quite the opposite. We are expecting a warm up heading into tomorrow with temperatures climbing into the upper 80s. But by the end of the week, another cold front boundary moves, allowing for that northwest wind flow to move in the cold air behind it. And we're dropping into the 20s and 30s across South Florida. But the feels like temperature, because of the strong northwest wind flow, will make it feel much colder than the air temperature, potentially into the teens for most of Central and South Florida. Treasure Coast and Palm Beach County. Protect any sensitive plants once again for tonight and bring pets indoors too. We also have a cold weather advisory in place for tomorrow morning. Inland Palm Beach County, that's to the west of I-95 as temperatures fall into the 30s with wind chill values in the 20s along the Treasure Coast and Okeechobee County. Wear layers as you head out the door tomorrow morning because by the afternoon we're in the 60s. A nice cool afternoon is making landfall in Jamaica, likely by tomorrow morning. So again, a very slow moving system before approaching Cuba by Tuesday, maintaining its major hurricane strength before moving into the southwest Atlantic. And it will stay a hurricane as it moves into the Atlantic as well. Now that cold front I mentioned that will move in later this week, that helps to keep Melissa away from South Florida. So it is not a direct threat to us.
Meteorologist Jen Collins joining us now to see how to stay protected during a storm. Jen?
Yeah, Matt, Sam, the storm is here and you've prepared before the season. So during the storm, make sure you have wireless emergency alerts enabled on your phone or have a portable weather radio and pay attention to the latest forecast as conditions can change. Ready to go. You want non-perishable food and water for 3 to 7 days. A good guidance, gallon of water per person per day is ideal for everyone in your home.
Pretty cool day in just a few hours.
Yeah, really excited to watch some of that coverage there and hoping for a successful mission to them as they orbit the moon. All right, this is a live look at our Kogan to DeSalvo live Boca weather camera here on Earth. We're tracking just a few passing clouds across parts of southern Palm Beach County. It's another warm day, temperatures in the mid 80s through this afternoon, but we're watching as an active weather pattern returns for the middle of this week with more scattered showers and downpours in the forecast with the potential for localized flooding, which is why tomorrow and Wednesday are both storm track weather impact days as a result of the heavy rainfall potential. We have a frontal boundary off to the north. This is bringing rain to portions of North Florida, eventually working its way south, and will stall out over Central Florida, leaving abundant moisture here across the southern portion of the state, leading to rounds of showers and downpours heading through Tuesday and Wednesday. By the end of the week, high pressure settles back in. This will help bring in much drier conditions by Saturday and into Sunday with a bit more sun in the forecast, and we'll lower our rain chance as well. So let's time out the impacts. Main impacts will be the potential for heavy rainfall, on and off downpours through Tuesday and into Wednesday, with strong wind gusts at the coast and the potential for localized flooding, especially along our immediate coastline. We're talking in the Treasure Coast and Palm Beach County region, mainly along the metro areas of the I-95 corridor, where if we receive too much rain in a short amount of time, it does elevate flooding concerns, especially in poor drainage area and low-lying regions. We could see about an additional 2 to 3 inches of rainfall, particularly along many coastal areas along the I-95 corridor, with isolated higher amounts possible. And this is beneficial rainfall. We're still behind on rain since the beginning of the year, between 2 to 3 inches in the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast, and we're still under extreme drought conditions. So while this is beneficial rainfall, which could help to improve drought conditions here locally, If we get too much rainfall, that could lead to some street flooding concerns here over the next few days. For tonight, thunderstorms develop late this afternoon and evening and through the overnight hours, particularly north of Lake Okeechobee and along the Treasure Coast. For your Tuesday, scattered downpours with a heavy rainfall threat. Otherwise, mostly cloudy conditions, which will help to keep temperatures in the mid-70s over the next few days. Your out-bound forecast, sea breeze boundary moves inland through this afternoon. Scattered downpours around Lake Okeechobee, then moving along the northern Treasure Coast later on tonight. Relatively dry along the coast of Palm Beach County. That changes tomorrow with more downpours starting off the day, which will linger into late Tuesday and Wednesday. So storm track weather impact days Tuesday and Wednesday because of the heavy rainfall threat. By the end of the week, we stay in the upper 70s with a lower rain chance and time for the weekend at highs near 80 degrees.